Hey, 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 welcome, welcome. Welcome to Crystal's Daily Dose of Joy. Welcome, family, friends, and followers. If you're new, then hello. Welcome. If you're returning, then welcome. So, yes, this is going to be a little bit of cleaning. We don't have a lot of cleaning to do. I've mostly been focused on doing the bed and dishes. I haven't been doing a lot of cleaning because I've had appointments and stuff I've had to deal with. I won't dive into a lot of details here on the platform with that. I'm just walking through some female stuff that I'm trying to get answers and results on. And we don't know yet. We don't know what is and what ain't. We're still trying to get answers. I got to go down a little bit later this evening. I got to find out how late my husband's working because I'm going to have to go down and pick up my medication. That was changed up a little bit. So it was busy. It was busy. Day before Thanksgiving, it was really busy. And so I didn't want to wait around a couple hours, and I'll just go down and pick it up later. So we're going to get some stuff done around here. I hope you all have a blessed Thanksgiving wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. We're doing turkey, and you will see small little clips and videos and the weekly vlog that I will post Friday. We're also going to be doing Vlogmas tomorrow, and that will go from Thanksgiving Day to the 31st of December. So we're keeping it very simple this year. We're very excited for the holidays, but we're not going overboard because my husband is working, and he don't have a lot of work once we roll closer into the holidays, especially Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. He does work, but it slows down. They take time off, and a lot of people ain't wanting work done. He's an electrician. He's done that most of his life, so he does do residential and commercial, but stuff slows down, and so we just don't want to do too much. We want to keep it very simple. Mostly we focus on the grandbabies and the kids. That's the first ones we shop for. And then he shops for us. I have a birthday that's the day after Christmas, but I don't ask him to necessarily. Sometimes I'll throw little hints at things I like or may want, but he knows he don't have to. You know, it's just easier just to get our mindset into a different way of celebrating than how we've always done it. We always have a good time. Mason always has a really nice Christmas, but we've got a lot of stuff going on. Some of you that I talk to on a personal level know more in depth with my health, what I'm going through and what I'm trying to get done and what I'm waiting on. And then there's a lot of you that don't know much, and that's because I don't go into a lot of politic talks or health talks here on the platform or financial talks. That is more of my personal life. If you are a good family member or you are a good friend, I share with you personally if you want to know. And yeah, so I just want to keep it short and simple. My little boy, he's a little, I don't know, bless his heart. He's so cute. He's in those teen years though. Woo-wee. Teen years. So he's just like, yeah, you know. And he's super good kid, super smart, super humble. He's excited. But then too, there's some things with like my family, my loved ones. Everybody's got their own kind of plans. And I know with my mom and my stepdad, my mom said she don't know. She may and she may not cook. She's been, you know, little bitty things that she's been, you know, not feeling the greatest. And my mom's one of those, she don't prefer to see a doctor, and that's completely her choice. So, you know, she doesn't really know if she is going to be cooking or if she ain't going to be cooking. And I don't know about my sister Kim. I think my sister Kim and Angel and their kids, I think they're, I don't know how they're doing their holidays. My mom did mention something to me about it. I think they might be doing something, but we normally would let each other know weeks in advance, a couple weeks in advance, that, hey, let's get together. We're going to go to mom's place and do Thanksgiving, and we'd all go down there and have a nice Thanksgiving dinner. But we just want to have it here at home, and we're doing turkey. And yes, so let me just show you the before and after, and we'll go from there. putting the clean dishes away, y'all, and running the dishwater. We'll clean the kitchen area up first. And I hand wash everything. No dishwasher. But I always tell everybody what works for them, you know, because some people like certain things, some people don't. Some people are used to cleaning a certain way. Some people aren't. You know? And there are different ways you should and you shouldn't. But as long as you're up trying and you're putting in that energy, you're putting in that effort, you know, that's always a real positive start. Yeah. It's always a real positive start, I like to think. Sometimes life gets busy and you can't get to every little thing you want to do around your home or all the little cleaning things that need to get done. So I'm excited about Vlogmas. And that will start, if I haven't already said it, that will be Thanksgiving Day, the 28th till the 31st of December. And my Vlogmas is going to be different. Like I say, we should literally just shopping for the kids and the grandbabies. I will be sending out Christmas cards to everybody, but we're not going to do a lot of shopping. My husband's work does slow down, and then there's just been a lot of different things personal go on. With me, it's been female stuff as far as my health. My husband's had some health stuff, and then we're looking at a lot of changes as we roll into a new year. We actually was blessed and able to get a little bit of assistance when my husband didn't have very much work. I need to take this bracelet off too before I forget. But, you know, he is working and works steady, but he has slowed down working like he was working. So that's a big thing. You know, his health is a little bit different, and he's getting a little bit older. So, yeah, just a lot of little things to look at, y'all. Watch this be a pain and want to come off. Here we go. They're easier to get on than they are to get off. So, we're just grateful and we're blessed that we get to celebrate and we get to just kind of not over stress, you know, and I'm doing it kind of differently. I love Frosty the Snowman. I love snowman stuff. I always put out my decorations, and we always do a nice dinner, you know, for Thanksgiving Day, and also Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day. Sometimes we'll do Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We'll do a nice dinner one of those days, and then it'll be a leftover day the next day. And then, yeah, instead of doing online shopping, we did a lot of online shopping last year. We're just going to go in person and pick 1 or 2 days. It might take more than 1 day, 2 days, and get most of our shopping done, and then try to stick with the same store, too. I just feel like that'll be a little bit easier. So, yeah, just a lot of little things, little changes. So. But I hope y'all are all blessed. It's been interesting. A lot of people is telling me they're going to families, and we normally do. But here's something to keep in mind is I don't know exactly what their plans are. I'd have to ask my mom. I think my sister Kim and Angel, her boyfriend, and her kids, I think they've got plans of their own, and they're doing it a little bit differently this year. I'd have to talk to my mom. And as far as my mom and Pete, because that's normally my sister Kim and her family, my mom and Pete, and then us that normally get together because we live the closest. And I think my mom has kind of said, when I talked to her earlier today, she said she didn't know. She said she may do a small little turkey breast and a few sides. But some of you's heard me talk. I don't go into details because it's not my place to. My stepdad had a stroke, you know, and he's gradually just kind of went downhill. And I thank you for all the prayers that's been out there for him. But I don't think they want to do anything real big. They want to keep it real simple too. And my mom kind of goes back and forth. 1 year she'll want to cook a lot. And in some years she don't even cook. So we just want to keep it simple. It's also for us, it's a respect thing, and we're glad that people is being respectful of that, and we're trying to be respectful too. You know, I think Thanksgiving Day is the only day my husband have off work, because he does have steady work right now. But as we roll closer towards the holidays, it'll slow down, and they won't work as much. So, yeah, it's easier. So. Yeah, I ain't got too many dishes. I mean, typically that is the goal for Thanksgiving. You normally get together with as many family members as you can, or you get together with loved ones. It's just a time of the year to be grateful. And I think not only when you're thankful and grateful for being able to be together, thank the Lord above you're alive. You get to be together. You get to spend time together, enjoy good foods. But you got to keep in mind when things happen in different circumstances and just people the way they feel, whether it's mentally or with their scheduling, it's okay to switch things up and do them differently, because every day should be a day, not just Thanksgiving, should be a day to where you're like, I'm thankful I'm alive. I'm thankful that I have groceries in my fridge. I'm thankful, God, for whatever this trial is you got me walking through, because that's your learning and growing process. And maybe somewhere in the world, somebody out there needs to hear that. Thankfulness comes from a very, very big place in our hearts, and it's important. It helps you be appreciative. And sometimes you're like, yeah, well, I already know that, and I am, and not all of us are like that, but yeah, I mean, somewhere, some situations, in different areas, someone might not be in the same spot that you are, and it's always a situation that you may not know about, or a lot of situations you may know about, to just keep in mind, because those are the things you can keep in prayer. You know, I can't tell you how grateful I am for knowing the Lord and going to church and being, so many loved ones tell me you're so strong, you're such in a good faith walk, and really I'm not, y'all. I had to learn a lot of things, and I've had to grow up a lot in ways, and I've went through my own past and my own struggles. It's just that I try to be, it seems like I am, because I try really hard every day to improve on areas that still need to be improved on. I try to remain in a positive attitude. Yesterday, I cried most of the day, and I vent, and I complained way too much. And people could have said, you're not complaining, you have a right to feel that way. But no, it was complaining. My appointment yesterday, it was kind of rough, and today was a different kind of turnaround. And, you know, I've been going back and forth to appointments trying to deal with female stuff for a few years. So it was like, yeah, little things, whether it's your personal life, whether it's work, whether it's your finances, whether your health, it can take a toll on you. But you can always still go from a negative spot in life and turn something negative back into a positive, you know? Every one of us has a Savior. Every one of us was given grace and forgiveness and love through Jesus Christ. And that's what it is, you know? When you know that in your heart, when you know that in your mind, when you know that in your soul, that's something in itself you can always be thankful for. you know. So it's all in how you look at things, y'all. I am definitely by no means no perfect human being, because I've made tons of big mistakes in my life, and I've had to learn and grow. And I've had people in my life, and I still have people. I have an absolutely amazing church family, absolutely beautiful pastor and his wife, and I'm thankful every day for that, because they help me. And you know, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my kids. I'm thankful for my parents. Maybe with loved ones, maybe sometimes with friends, we haven't always seen eye to eye. But I'm thankful, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. A thankful heart is the start of everything. So I really do, y'all, from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of my soul, I wish every one of you a good and happy Thanksgiving, whatever your plans are, however you're celebrating. If you're traveling, if you're doing it by yourself, if you're trying to get together with somebody, if you're getting together as a group, a bunch of people as a group, the family, to have a big nice meal. If you're not doing anything at all, my thoughts and prayers, you know, for the ones that may not have an opportunity to get with someone or have a great meal. I always pray for those. And if I see someone or bump into someone or know a situation, of course, I would welcome them in my home and invite them, because, you know, I would hope and pray that somebody would in the same way if I was in that spot. I had a lady from church, really super sweetheart, call me and ask me, because there was 4 pre-prepared meals that I guess they got, I ain't sure, I might get it confused, our church got from another church. And I just said, no, we don't need it, because we had already went and bought stuff for our Thanksgiving. And I would rather see somebody that maybe don't have it, the funds or the money, or ain't able to go out, get it, than me. I'd feel bad to take from somebody that there might be more of a need than what we do. We're blessed right now because we did, you know, reach out for help. And ours is not permanent. It's temporary. You know, my husband's back working and stuff. And we have to update our information and stuff like that. So that's what I was telling her, you know. So yeah, the day's just kind of getting things tidy back up. I'm going to let this one soak for a minute and do the other stuff, because it's got the hamburger helper in there, and come back to it. Let me take the water right here, and then I'll come and wipe down really good when I get that bowl washed out. Okay. Because it needs to soak a few minutes. Okay. Turn y'all this way. Hey, Lux. Hey, Lux. Lux says, I'm always humble and kind. There ain't nothing about this personality that is not humble and kind. Say, the day they met me and I was homeless, didn't have nowhere to go, I ran with a bigger dog and a poodle. And I just kept hanging around the porch, and I didn't go away. And I told my husband, I said, honey, we should feed him. My husband's like, oh, okay. And I said, we need to bring him inside. Honey, we don't really need another dog, because we already had little Pluto over there. And so we brought him in, and we couldn't let him go. We couldn't let him go when we brought him in. He was just such a little lover. Come here, Pluto. Come here and say hey to him. Good time for thankfulness. Now, Pluto, on the other hand, I'm a good little dog. I'm a little bit of a Cujo. I like to bark and growl at people and show that I'm boss. And if I'm not watched, and I'm not guarded really well, which we do our best to stay on top of him, and you literally have to keep him right with you. Say, I'll chase things. I'll see a little bird and I'll go after it, and I get bothered by other little dogs and humans sometimes. So it says, Jesus is still working on my heart. I'm getting a little older. I always have talks with my dogs, y'all. I'm getting a little older, but Jesus is still working on my heart, you know? And so, and I do believe that. Some people, I don't know, you know, I've always believed the Lord when it comes to different things, especially with nature and animals. I believe those are Jesus' really loved too, you know? And of course, they go through their own little struggles, and I don't know if they can go through trials and stuff, but they have different little things that with their little bodies, and they learn and kind of adapt, and I don't even know if I'm making sense, laugh out loud, but Pluto's an interesting little dog. He's a good little dog, but he can be a handful sometimes. Saying, I mean well, I do mean well. But yeah, he can be a little bit of a handful. Hold on, Lucky. And this chair slides all over, so I need to get something to put up and under it. It used to not do that as bad. Now it wants to slide. I figure out why it slides so bad. My chair don't ever stay like it should, because I rock kind of hard. I've always been a rocker. Some people it don't bother, like my dad, it would drive nuts. And my daddy knows that. But it helps me relax. So I'm going to take Mason his little things. He's sitting in his room. His little plushie he got. Here you go, buddy. Look. You can come out. So I put like a little stack on the table that needs to be taken downstairs. This we use as a timer when we read. He got these off of Amazon, and they go up to 40 minutes. So we do Bible time, reading. If, you know, we're playing board games a lot of times. Get the Windex. I'm just going to use some paper towels this time so I can get one of my cleaning cloths. I'm going to wipe down this table. I gotta go over and do that one too. But yeah, just y'all, the basic cleaning. I haven't been bringing a lot of cleaning videos because, like I say, I have been busy. Even after I got home from appointments, I had a lot of stuff that I needed to do. It just wasn't cleaning stuff. I did a lot of my planner writing. That sounds like, well, that ain't that important. That ain't. But for me to be able to keep up with like appointments, school stuff, I'm trying to get me and Mason both scheduled in for, I got a lot of dental work that needs to be done. He ain't got a lot, but he does have some stuff that needs to be done. And he's going to see like a surgical dentist that can kind of do a little bit of sedation. It kind of helps him because he don't like when it gets done with autism and stuff. And then, yeah, I've got a bunch of goals coming up for the New Year's and plans. So, yeah, I always write everything out, y'all. Everything that I do, I like to keep it wrote out. It's just so much easier on me. And I think, honestly, when I write it out, I don't have to worry about and forget. We do a lot of our errands in the evenings. So a lot of times I bring short little clips or videos, and sometimes I don't bring videos at all. But we do like store runs, family day, things like going out, handling personal stuff, different things. We do that during the evening time. And sometimes it might be 6, 7 o'clock. Sometimes it might be earlier. Sometimes it might be later. It just depends on my husband's work schedule. So, yes. Wipe over here at my table. I'm just going to use the same paper towel. Because it's wood. This is old. And let me make a mess on the floor since I didn't pick that up right. Laugh out loud. Pick up paint pens. Y'all already knew I was probably going to do something silly like that, didn't y'all? I love having all kinds of varieties, different kinds of ink pens I can grab to write with too, y'all. I'm not one of those people that can use the same color, same ink pen all the time. I gotta have a variety. I like a variety. So I'm just wiping off this table over here. It's a little sticky. I got a little bit tiny one over here by me. It gets sticky like. I'm gonna put this back up here. Keep my controllers in it. Coaster. I like the Rubbermaid type of coasters, and I think the reason I like them, I'll bring one over and show them to you. The reason I like these better is because they don't fall apart. They're easy to throw in your dishwater and clean. If a little bit of moist gets around a soda can or a water bottle, it don't just stick, you know. It kind of sticks to this part. So I think they're neat. I think I got these at, with my mom one time down at Dollar General. So, picking up over here. Put this in the trash. Let's pick up over here. I'll pick up these. Mason's got cracker crumbs. I'm just going to put them in the floor because I got to vacuum real quick. He loves saltine crackers. That kid can eat a box of them by himself. And I didn't really believe that, y'all. I'm going to be straight with you. He's a picky eater. But everybody kept telling me as we go through teen years and he gets a little bit bigger, you'll find him trying new things and liking different things that you wouldn't expect. He'll start changing that, and he is. And that's a good thing because we were kind of worried for a long time. Like, dude, you don't like any vegetables, and he still don't eat a lot, but he's trying different foods and more healthier choices that he used to wouldn't even try at all. You'd have to almost be like, Mason, please. He's trying different things. I think that's good for him. He also takes a Flintstone, which we both got to get back on top of those. I haven't been taking my multivitamins every day. And he takes a Flintstone multivitamin, which is really good. You can get those at Walmart, some of your grocery stores, if you're ever worried about your kids not getting enough vitamins. You know. So that's kind of what Mason takes. Okay, his headphones, I'll put them over here in his little thing. Let's run the vacuum real quick. 28 minutes in. He's in his room if y'all are wondering, where's he at? Why ain't he out? He's such a sweet kid. He has those moments. He'll be, but mom, I'm a teenager. Huh? I just look at him like, what, boy? He's like his mama. He's got that feisty personality. Have to put my vacuum on a little bit higher setting to do this sticker rug right here. It wants to grab at it. It don't tear it up. It just wants to grab the corner of it sometimes. And so I need to shampoo my rug again, but we've had rain for about the last week now, and not no real bad rain, but I was worried about it. But my landlord did do one side over on my son's bedroom. I'll show you. Mason's in his room hanging out. So y'all say hey. Here's Mason. Hey, Mason.
Hey.
They did some work out here on the other side because there was a little bit where this was an additionally added on room. He had a little bit of water, so that had to be addressed because we couldn't have no water issues. So yeah, and there's this roof that we're still kind of dealing with. Seems like more's kind of somewhat being accomplished, but I don't know. Long story I won't get into here on the platform, but yeah. Let's turn y'all this way and we're gonna vacuum kitchen area a little bit. Yeah, you know, so it was just one of those things, like, I don't know, it was weird. I'm gonna leave my jewelry out, just put it over here, because if I get done. Little car. Sorry that light's right in y'all's eye, I'll turn it out. It gets bright, I know. It'll be a little dark, but it won't be too bad dark. See, it's a little bit better. I do still have the decluttering and cleaning series. Mason's room is the last bedroom to do. I need to get in there before Christmas rolls up on us, and I ain't got it done. But I just haven't had. I've had chances. Let me not say I haven't had any chances. I have. But between appointments, then Mason being out of school, Mason would normally jump in and help me on something like that. I've been trying to spend more time with him, doing things, and then my appointments, and then just kind of taking a break from things and spending more time, whether it's reading a good book or watching a funny TV show or making phone calls to people. I've been spending more time doing those things than I have focused on worrying about his room. I do want to get that done, and I do my decluttering and cleaning series. I always say I do it winter, spring, fall, and summer, and I go room by room. I let go of stuff that goes completely in a trash can. I have a donation stack, and then I have a stack that I kind of, do I keep, do I don't keep, kind of. And so I definitely have a lot. Lucky is just to watch me too, as I thought about, what are you talking about, woman? Pick that up. Alright, let's put the vacuum up real quick. We gotta finish doing these few little dishes. Let's go ahead and wash them up after we get this vacuum put up. So I ain't gotta stress over dishes. I do dishes at least, comment in the links below, how many times a day do you do dishes? Even if it's using a dishwasher, I'm gonna have to have it select for a minute, y'all. Let me try to do it this way instead though. We'll see, I don't know if that'll make a difference or not. No, it's still gonna be bright. I do mine morning and evenings, and sometimes in the middle part of the day. So twice a day, I try to do them. I do them like mid part of evening and then morning. But even if like you're loading a dishwasher and loading it back up, how many times do you think you do them? So hey, Mason.
Hey.
Mason had a moment with me.
Hey, you almost on?
I'm cleaning. Why? What's up?
I was just wanting to know when you were all those minutes.
You can watch your phone. Just be careful for music and stuff. Mason had a moment with me a while ago. You want to tell him about your moment?
No.
He had a moment. He wasn't being bad or anything. He was just, kids attest their parents sometimes. And Mason likes to do that with Mama. We're in those teen years. So I told him to do something. His voice arised a little bit. And I was like, Mason, I wouldn't go there. And he kind of brought it back down. But just for a second, because it was like he was going to let me know in his own little way. I was like, don't go there, boy. He's a very, very humble, very, very smart kid. And we're blessed for that. Very, very blessed. So, okay. Got a bowl over here that had crackers in it. Now, I use these when it comes, we got mostly stainless steel pots and pans. So, no, this does not hurt them. It doesn't scratch them. They come better clean when you use something like this in them. If you're using a different kind, maybe you don't want to use something like this. This is easier to use, though. And y'all see me sometimes squirt a little extra soap. Make sure I'm getting it nice and clean. Okay. I'm sorry I haven't brought y'all more just videos by themselves since I've been doing a weekly vlog. That does take a lot of editing, and I'm glad it gives y'all a little something different to see. Plus, we're getting ready to go into Vlogmas. It's just been busy. Busy around here. And busy is a good thing. My husband, I'll say, busy's a good thing. He'll say, not always. Bless his heart. But it is, I think. That's one y'all heard me talk about a few times. We haven't done it yet. We thought maybe after the holidays, we haven't decided. Putting the garbage disposer in here so we don't got to worry about any kind of, some little bitty pieces of food, sometimes like that, gets in the sink. And it goes down the drain. I try not to let much of it go down, but some of it does. You know? And it's just like, I don't like that. I don't know who lived here before. Maybe they just didn't think about that. Maybe they didn't want one. You know? But that's something we want to do. Put a garbage disposer in. Let me go get a aquafiber rag. I've heard me say microfiber is your best friend. Let's go back to using our Lysol. We was using the other spray, but I mostly use Lysol. It cleans really good in my opinion. Smells really good too. It's not real strong. I think my little mama's the only one that's told me it's real strong. I was like, Mom, that is not strong. I like the lemony smell and just the way it cleans. It don't leave like a some cleaners leave like a residue smell. I mean, not a residue smell, a residue when you clean with them. I don't like that at all. I'd rather not have all that, you know. I try to wipe water anywhere I think it might climb, too. So, put these chairs back down. I ain't gonna mop. I was gonna mop. I'm gonna sit down and rest for a little bit. I might just leave them up to a mop because we're not using it. I might do that a little bit later. But if you like these type of videos, please do like and subscribe. So we got a clean kitchen again. Didn't put them up this time. It's okay. Living room ain't looking like a hurricane ran through it. And I didn't do anything with the desk area. I will get around to it. Mason cleans his own room. It's not as clean as it usually would be, but he's in and out of here, and the bed is made up. He ain't got nothing scattered in the floor. He came in here and picked it up a little earlier. And so, yeah. I'm going to jump off here, do like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.